Here we are back in Knoxville on a rainy Sunday, starting about a half an hour behind, but looks like the rain is done probably for the day. And we've got a rematch from Friday. Southern Miss and Indiana, each team with a loss here in the regional. So today means everything. Winner takes on the #1 national seed, Tennessee, tonight.
Hurt the left-hand hitters if they pull the ball.
8th pitch, and it's up and in. Reisdorf lost it. So Dalton McIntyre doing what Dalton McIntyre is known to do, and that's get on base. 5 balls, 5 strikes so far for Reisdorf. And that one's lashed into right field down the line. McIntyre wheeling to third. He's going to be waved around and try to score. Here comes the throw. It's cut off, and the throw into home is late. Ozzie Pratt with an RBI double, and Southern Miss is off and running here in the first inning.
Little early in elimination game, you're super nervous anyway, and it's nice to take the mound, and you already have a lead.
Comebacker and through into center field, base hit. Pratt around third. He will score standing up. Slade Wilkes with his hand raised high. Wilkes away from first. Swung out and missed, and Reisdorf gets a much-needed first out. As Gillespie goes down swinging, one ready. Reisdorf, the starter here for Indiana, dealing with some control issues early on, but he gets a much-needed pop-up, and it's put away by Jason Oliver, the second. Here comes the payoff, and walked him. Second walk given up by Braden Reisdorf. And this is kind of what we saw from.
It is a helpless, lonely feeling.
And that is whacked into right field. That's going to run all the way to the wall. Wilkes scores. Holding at third is Russo, and that is a run-producing double for Braden Luke. And it's 3-0 Golden Eagles.
Hey now, the Golden Eagles have come to play. They're saying, hey, it takes him a minute to get going, but once he gets going, he can roll.
This is Lawson Odom, and that hit him. Bases loaded now for Southern Miss. As
these teams.
Reisdorf comes home, comebacker, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Russo scores, Luke right behind. 2 more on the board for Southern Miss. And it's 5-0 as Gabe Broadus.
So their pitchers have good stuff. It's not about the stuff. It's about the command of the stuff.
This should end the inning. To short, Cerny across to Tibbetts. And McIntyre started the inning. He'll end the inning with a ground out. But 5 RBI against Southern Miss on Friday. Had a 3-run homer yesterday against Tennessee. He lines this one to center. Dalton McIntyre patrolling center field again today for the Eagles. Christian Ostrander is hoping for a long outing as this one's bunted, and it's going to be tough play, and got him. Gabe Broadus. I said before, I don't know that there's a better defensive third baseman. There's a strikeout. A 1-2-3 inning for Allen. How about that first inning? Southern Miss dominated by you. That's why he went out there, played for him for 2 years. Now back at Southern Miss, he goes down swinging here. Good start for Tungini. 1 down. This early in the ball game. I hope he can go long, and going the other way is Slade Wilkes. Just a beautiful piece of hitting, and he's going to have an extra base hit with 1 out here in the second. Second 2-hit game for Slade Wilkes against Indiana. He had one on Friday. It's a team that just feels they can't lose right now.
Well, when you come in as hot as they were, you start to get that feeling. You get the feeling you just can't lose.
Now Gillespie goes down on strikes for the second time today. A couple of strikeouts in the inning for Tungini. 5-hole hitter Nick Monastery. His payoff pitch up and in. And that walked him. So now 2 on with 2 out. And Russo will come back up. He walked him on Monday.
It takes a deep pitching staff to do that. And it takes some gritty kids to be able to do it too.
Now Southern Miss is gritty. They've got the lead 5-0. They strand 2 in the second, however, and Indiana will try to.
And he needed to do that too. Anytime your team goes out and gives you a 5 spot before you even hop to the bump, you need to go out and throw a 0, and he did.
Ozzie Pratt, strong throw to get Tibbetts. And 4 up. This has been a doubles hitting bunch. Ooh, that rides in and hit him. First mistake for Colby Allen, hitting Tyler Cerny. See if he's green lit here on the 3-0. And no, he takes ball 4. What's happened to Colby Allen? All of a sudden, hits a batter, now walks Matheson after retiring the first 4 he faced.
Tanders.
Got him. Struck him out. Oliver goes down, out number 2. 2 outs for Jake Stadler, the Indiana catcher. Puts it in play, and this should end the inning. Monasteer gets a candy hop, throws it to first, and Indiana strands 2. Swing and a miss, and that's another strikeout for Tungini. Freshman catcher in the 8-hole. Look out, he got hit again.
What's your problem, 4-5, my God? Get it together.
So Odom gets hit by a pitch for the 2nd time, 3rd time in this region.
16 regional sites, softball World Series going on, junior college World Series going on.
Walked him. And now Tungini has the pitches. 3-2 to McIntyre, and that's ball 4. Bases loaded for Southern Miss. And Ozzie Pratt and the Big Boppers right behind him.
Oh, and heavy on the slider.
Comebacker, Decker Petty off his glove, and no play. Pratt beats it out, a run scores at 6-0. Pitch to the veteran Slade Wilkes, bases loaded. And walked him. 7-0 Southern Miss in a game they've got to have to keep their season going. It's been all Eagles from the outset. It is.
Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Southern Miss, and others.
Look out. This one is hit well. And that's going to get off the top of the wall. McIntyre scores. Pratt right behind. That is a 2-run double for Davis Gillespie. And he nearly hit it out of here. Get back, but those hammates, you know how they are. He's done a great job in this spot. And he draws a walk to load the bases. Now that walk doesn't hurt too much for Decker Petty, as it sets up a potential double play ball to end his Monasteer, or excuse me, Matthew Russo at the plate. And he screams one into right field, base hit. Wilkes scores. Stopping at 3rd is Gillespie. Matthew Russo delivered with a double. And he's been getting more and more opportunities. And this one gets into right field under the glove of Oliver. Another run scores. Slipping coming around 3rd was Monasteer, so he has to hold up there. Actually, he's been hit by a pitch twice. That's right. Once in the 1st. And once in the 3rd. That's over the mound. That's 1. And that is, yes, a double play. Brock Tibbetts. Nice dig at first base. And the Hoosiers needed that play to get off the field.
Or breaking ball.
To center. McIntyre moves over to his left and makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. There's 53 runs batted in. What a year for Taylor. Comebacker. Allen handles that smoke show and sends it over to first for the 2nd out.
They're amped a little bit. Some people think the balls are potentially amped a little bit.
Line drive into left field. That's a 2-out hit for Pine, who has now reached in 33 straight for the Hoosiers. Junior 3rd baseman, who's been a guy with plus speed. Struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Allen. And the side is out for the Hoosiers in the 3rd. We have played shortly. 3-2 pitch. That's outside. Walked it. And free passes. Decker Petty's 3-0, and that misses wide. Back-to-back walks here to start the 4th inning. And Indiana, just neither one had a good answer.
Well, you just don't know, because you got to use what you got to use to get through the first game.
That's down for a hit. That's going to score at least one more. Gratis scores from second. And it's now 12-0 Southern Miss. He will be able to do that. Here is Slade Wilkes, who has been up 3 times. He's got a couple of runs batted in. And that one is hit to deep short. Nice play. Turned to second for 1. Tyler Cerny gets the force out. But another run comes in for Southern Miss. That's into center field. Gillespie with another hit. The hits just keep on coming. It's now for Southern Miss and 13 runs on the board. This is Monaster again. And that gets to the screen. Off goes Gillespie. He's in scoring position.
You're out there as much as Indiana was out there last night and again tonight. And again, it was a quick turnover for them. It was a late ball game, almost a 4-hour ball game last night. So you wondered if Indiana could kind of hit the reset button.
Opposite field, this could be a tough play for Colopy. He's not going to get it. Off the wall. 2 more runs are going to score for the Eagles. Matthew Russo, 3 RBIs today. And it's 15-0. Maybe as early as later today.
I agree.
Or tomorrow, hopefully. And that one gets to the backstop again. Stadler has to chase. And Russo over to third. He allowed just 1 run over 3 1/3 innings on Friday, but given the fact he threw 49 pitches that day, likely unavailable. Finally, the inning comes to an end as Braden Luke strikes out. But of 18 innings in the first 2 days. And this is a base hit to start the 4th. And they put a crooked number up in 6 of those 8 innings that they're
getting it done. And that's obviously when you want to have your best year on your draft year.
The 0-2 struck him out. Colby Allen with his 4th K. Man on, 1 out, and Carter Matheson puts it in play, slowly hit. They get the force at second, that's all they get. How about Ozzie Pratt? Just shovels it over with his glove. And now we've got a man down. So it can be done, but now Indiana in a really, really tough spot. Swung on and missed. Colby Allen gets a couple of strikeouts in the inning.
Time in 3 years. Didn't go their way a couple of years ago when they had the most dominant teams I think a lot of folks have seen in a long, long time.
Andrew Wiggins just came into the game, and he makes a great catch in left field. That's incredible. This is line to right. Nick Mitchell makes the catch. And they're 2 down. The NCAA regionals for all. That's a comebacker off the leg of Keister. It's going to carry him over to second base. And that's a blistering infield hit for Dalton McIntyre. And a key addition out of the transfer portal. Another one, 4 for 4. And now runners at the corners and 2 down.
I mean, I think in the 6th or the 7th inning, you got to feel pretty comfortable about your lead and where you're at.
Indiana gets off the field here in the 5th. We'll talk to Oz next. We're back in Knoxville at the regional. It's 15-0.
You know, I mean, I lean on him hard, and he's around, and I want him to be, and he's such a great mentor for me, and you know, he does. You know, there's times where you might get stuck or whatever, and you feel like you need some advice or
guys, because you just never know when pitchers are going to go down, and unfortunately, we are seeing more and more of our arms go down.
Backhanded nicely, Monaster to second for 1, double play. Nick Monaster has flashed the leather a few times. Someone was going to snatch him up. This one is hit a ton to right field. That is sailing over the scoreboard. Goodbye home run. Devin Taylor finally gets Indiana on the board. We'll be talking about Devin Taylor in the future in pro ball for a long time, I have a feeling. This one has popped up off the bat at Pine. Pratt's got it, and that ends the inning. Short center field. Colopy is going to call everybody off, and he'll make the catch as Davis Gillespie is retired. This one is hit to deep short. Backhanded by Tyler Cerny. His throw is right on the money to Brock Tibbetts. 2 up, 2 down. First had a win against Vanderbilt in the SEC tournament semifinals on Saturday. 6 pitches for Keister.
National titles have been won by SEC schools.
Ground ball. And Russo takes it himself. Nick Mitchell is retired. Speaking of he would become the 25th member at Indiana of that list. Swings and misses here. Odom's going to have to throw down to first. Strikeout number 6 for Colby Allen. 2 down.
Pitches now. That's old school right there.
Tyler Cerny with a 2-out base hit to left. Okay. The Norse, really good program. They're going to be back in this national tournament very soon. And the inning is over as Wiggins grounds out. We played 6 in Knoxville or hold up, and right now it looks really good for the Eagles as they bat in the 7th. To left field, Wiggins covers a lot of ground, gets back and makes the catch. Braden Luke is out.
Or 10 runs. But today, 15 runs on 14 hits.
Brandon Keister makes a beautiful play, keeping that on the infield and the second out, but I don't know if
22 miles an hour is what we're seeing now. I fear in some ways for our pitchers.
That's a 6-pitch inning for Brandon Keister. Back-to-back. Weather's not going to hold up the start time for tonight's game. The weather seems to be out of here now. Swing and a miss, got him. I think the sun is trying to peek out here now, Ben. 2-2, got him. Chased it down. Back-to-back strikeouts for Allen. That makes 8 on the day.
Yeah, and I know he's at a season high. I mean, season high 96 pitches. 70 was the high before that, but it feels like to me he is even getting better as he goes forward here. Maybe he wasn't in that weekend rotation for Southern Miss this year, but I look for Colby Allen next year to be in that weekend rotation.
Colopy swings at the first pitch, and that is a fair ball. The throw from deep. Oh my, got him. Gabe Broadus, another beautiful play.
Are you kidding me? We've seen some great plays in this regional, but you might put that one right.
Dalton McIntyre, ground ball, right side, and Oliver throws him out. 1 out here in the Southern Miss 8 today for Ozzie Pratt. He's driven in 3 runs. Skies this one to center. And Colopy gets under it. 2 down. The back up the middle, another base hit for Wilkes. A 2-out bingo here in the 8th inning. 3rd hit for Slade. And Davis Gillespie. And this is hit sharply to right field. Back-to-back base hits with 2 outs.
What is going on? I got bit.
And walked him, so the bases are loaded. As Monaster is on. Oh, this is smashed to center, and Colopy on his knees makes a nice catch to get on. Taylor, a home run in the 5th inning. Get to short. Pratt will throw across. Low throw dug out nicely by Russo. Down. It's going to start for Tennessee tonight. Breaking ball to short. Pratt again. 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah, Seacrest.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Mitchell. Boswell's offering. Ground ball again. Charging Seth Smith, new second baseman. Flips over to first in time. It's a 1-2-3. would be back as the starter for the game later tonight. And there's another strikeout.
That's a good arm right there now.
Sure is. Jacob Vogel comes in and gets 3. This one is popped up by Tibbetts. Doesn't look like he's going to get that 200th hit. And Smith puts it away.
3 of the last 5 years they've been in the NCAA tournament.
That's going to be an extra base hit for Cerny. Bounces around in the corner. Cerny will go into second base standing up. That's his second hit. Back pocket.
Pitch with the ring in the back pocket, huh?
Boy, Wiggins tags this one to left. It's going to stay in the yard. Gillespie makes a catch, 2 down. The wind has really picked up, Ben. Our papers are starting.
It's going to turn in favor of the pitchers, no doubt about that.
This one hit out to right field, carrying deep toward the corner and off the glove and over the fence. Monaster had it go off the top of his glove and over the wall. That is a home run. Boswell's pitch, the 2-2. Fly ball. Schuyler is going to be out, and the ball game is over. And so is the season for Indiana. They go 32-26 on the year. They are eliminated from the tournament, and Southern Miss will advance to a 5th straight regional final. This team is very, very resilient.
Very resilient. I tell you what, give Allen all the credit in the world. He was awesome on the mound today. 7 innings of work, only 1 run. He strikes out 8. And boy, the offense just blew it up today for the Golden Eagles. 15 runs on 16 hits, 5 extra base hits along the way. And I tell you what, it was up and down the lineup. So a lot of momentum for Southern Miss, and they'll face Tennessee tonight. And I tell you what, tip of the cap